Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging in the channel with comments, likes, and subscribing. It does make it much more fun to do this with an engaged audience. So we are back in Riverblossom Hills for another home redesign, and our clients today are found in the family bin, the Ramaswamis. Sanjay and Priya are ready to settle down and start their life together. Will they settle in the beautiful town of Riverblossom Hills or find a new place to make their happy home? So they were meant to be in Riverblossom Hills. They were they're a cosmopolitan Indian couple, and we're just really excited to find the perfect house for them. Daisy's even excited, you can tell. So let's go ahead and find which house and which multiplier they're going to get. Now, since all of these houses are pretty much starter homes, I have made the likelihood of getting a 2 50%, and so they only have a 50% of getting anything other than a 2. Let's go ahead and take a spin. And the winner is 104 Riverbend Road with a multiplier of 2. Okay, great. All right, I legitimately was kind of hoping I'd have justification to do a tiki house, so here we go. Let's go check it out. And there always has to be that one house. This is basically a precursor to the witch doctor's house. Okay, so I'm not mad. Legitimately not mad. That's okay. That's okay. We can find something to do with this. All right, so we've got stuff that we saw in Castaway. We also have some stuff that we'll also be using stuff from Bon Voyage and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure something out real quick. Give me a few minutes, but in the meantime, I'm going to start stripping the house. So the first order of business is to fix this roof, which at first I thought would have been like the hipped auto roof, but that's what that would look like and would have been an improvement. And I realized they didn't have the octagonal roof, which we do have today, which is clearly what I will be using because that just makes sense, right? So let's find, or maybe I should use a conical roof or a domed roof. Oh, I'm going to think that one through. I could use either of those. Okay, so that's the domed roof. I think not, but I actually did use that when I was making the hatch, the station in the Lost project. But yeah, no, I'm thinking no. The conical roof is a strong contender. We will think about it. I'm not adverse to it, but let's look to see what the octagonal roof looks like. And that's the octagonal roof, and I think that the winner is actually going to be the conical roof. And of course, we'll choose a different texture for it, one that did not ship with this, like that. I feel like that, or do we want green or dark? I think the aged. And then we're also going to fill in just a little bit right here where these are pointing out, are sticking out right there. But I don't think I'm going to adjust the height. I think I like the height as it is. And I am probably just going to give the entire exterior a makeover. Not that I have a problem with the stuff from the Tiki pack, but I feel like if I'm going to do this, go big or go home. All right? That's what we're doing. We're going to go big on this. One of the other things I feel very strongly I should do is just enclose the entire lot with the fencing, because I would think that in something like a tropical home, their external home, their outdoor living is every bit as important as their indoor living. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to make their outdoor living their front door, kind of. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, the original builders actually did set these at a 45-degree angle, which I love, but it's not what I want to see there. I actually would like to see some of either the Cananarama or the one in bamboo. We'll choose one of these. I'm just going to lean into the Castaway stuff. I'm just, just do it. Now, I haven't decided everything, but I have decided that we will use the diagonals for the only thing diagonals are actually good for, windows and doors. So I will lock this so only household members can enter, and effectively making this the front door and creating this as a very, very significant outdoor living space. Now, the original hut had a staircase both inside and outside. I did decide to replace it with a ladder on the outside, and I don't think I'm going to replace it with anything on the inside. Again, they can walk around and enter this way. Is it efficient? No. Is it weatherproof? Also no. Does it please me? Yes. So for the upper floor, I'm going to just go ahead and make a really good executive decision how I want this split up. I'm going to establish that and this as the bathroom and that as the entryway to it. So this would be the master officially, this would be the bathroom, and this would be the secondary bedroom. So we are going to get 2 bedrooms into here. They'll be awkward, but there's 2. And so I have actually played the Meshuggahs quite a lot. If you know, you know. And as such, I have redesigned their house actually kind of a lot. So, oops, that's not what I wanted to do with that. I am going to create this. That would be kind of the load-bearing wall, and that as well. And then a centrally located restroom. So I've got 4 unique areas plus the bathroom. And now I have to put some textures on it. Okay, and I did decide that I would have a ladder inside. So I used all Castaway coverings, and so instead of making my budget 70,000, I'm actually going to make my budget 60,000 because so many things in Castaway are so much less expensive. So I'm going to go ahead and build it. But here we have everything. It's kind of, you know, a little bit torn, a little bit worn. We love that. The sand dollar coverings in the 2 bathroom areas. The upstairs, the coverings are much better. So now I'm going to go ahead and furnish it. So regarding the space planning of the furniture, I put everything that I might want into the respective rooms, but I didn't really set them where they need to be, with the exception of the bathroom and kitchen, because the kitchen actually requires quite a lot of steady hand. But with the kitchen, we've got ourselves our refrigerator, empty space with the dishwasher, sink, and another one with the coffee maker, and then we've got our stove. Over here we have our office. Now I am going to slip the desk right over here, and I'm going to grab a dining chair. I don't know if this is the dining chair I am going to use, but it can be used right like this. This is kind of the study, and I'm going to find a way to really enjoy the study this way. I would probably like to get maybe a chess set in here. Let's see, maybe this right here. Okay, and I didn't grab a chess set, but let me grab a chess set. There's not specifically a chess set that came with Castaway, because they had the same chess set, they just made it look older and they didn't include that with this. Okay, so I will just go ahead for the time being, again, grab one of these guys and put it in here. And that's not a guarantee of where I'm going to keep it, but this is kind of like the office study area. And this will be the dining room. Now, I've got some challenges because I've got this archway and this archway. And sometimes Sims can work with archways and sometimes they can't. It's just depending on what they feel like that day. So we're going to assume that they're feeling obnoxious. Legitimately, they can be very obnoxious. All right. The nice thing about the Castaway rugs is they are not tied to the grid the way others are. I'm going to put this guy right over here. So this is kind of the dining room, the kitchen, the dining room. I had originally thought to have the kitchen and the dining room all in one, but just it's not feasible. It really isn't. So I decided to go that route. And now for the main living area, we're going to go ahead and put our sofa right over here and the rug like this. I like the sofa 1/4, or the coffee table 1/4 click away from the sofa. I'm going to put this seat over here. It's going to be kind of separate, and the wind chimes, the bone wind chimes, right like that. And we need to find a place for this guy. He has a light. You know what? We'll put this on the desk, and I don't know what to do with the Tiki idol just yet, but there's that. Kind of want to think of a science called anthropometrics, which is the science of how humans relate to their environment. And it is a little bit strange, but it is a real thing. I've got this Tiki lounger that I feel like would be very nicely placed up here for lounging. And the bedroom, master bedroom, we're going to put right against this main wall, this exterior wall. Like I said, I used the diagonal walls for the only thing they're actually good for. We're going to use these large dressers. And I feel like I should have a sofa in here or some other soft thing. We do also have a nice mirror, which I think maybe right over here. That's a good one. And now the bathroom, the upstairs bathroom, I am not actually tied to the downstairs bathroom. I'm leaving just as it is. We've got a sink, a toilet, a mirror, and the university shower, which also shows up in Castaway. But the upstairs bathroom, I may or may not do something, but I think this is probably the best choice. We've got ourselves the volcanic shower system and a bath. It's nice to have a bathtub on the same level that you have your infants and toddlers. Okay, so this is a nice bed. So what we're going to do here is a grow with me room. So the toddler, the crib will be there, the changing table, a dresser here, but sadly you can't put anything on Castaway dressers. So we're going to put this guy over here, the potty chair, and toys we'll put right over here, kind of in the middle. This clever monkey toy is the teddy bear of Castaway. And then this is a toy box, and there's also a Wabbit toy, but I didn't see it when I was placing things. So I feel like there should be a little sitting area in this large bedroom. Kind of a very nice formal bedroom, and maybe even a coffee table. Although that does help if I put it this way. And these colors are not solid. I will probably change them. I'm just putting the things down as they go. Yeah, let's put a coffee table in there. Let's see, where is this coffee table? There we go. That's nice. And that actually goes very nicely with that. This is a really comfy bed, by the way. All right, so I wasn't actually in love with the configuration I originally chose for this bathroom, so we're going to go ahead and change it up a little bit. I'm going to have to pull this guy out a little further because otherwise we won't be able to pee, and that's always going to be a problem, right? We want to be able to pee. Okay, so we're going to use this area right like that, and I feel like this is actually a really good spot for that shower just because it tucks it in, and as long as the walls are up and everything, you may as well use it. Makes it less awkward, and we're going to put this at an angle. Let's see. All right, I would like this at this angle right here. And no, I don't think I want that there. I think I want the toilet over here. It might be a little awkward, but that's what we're doing. And we're just going to put this all the way across simply because we've got the monies. And we're going to give this back a little bit. I'm going to have to play test it because I don't know if that's going to work, but I like it. I do like it like that. I like it like that. Okay. And we're going to do a double vanity. Not that we can use it that way, but I like it for the looks of it, if nothing else. And I'm hoping that I can actually indeed use both the bathtub and the shower with this configuration, but it's a long shot. Not gonna lie, it's a long shot. This other little alcove that's right here is a great place to put an easel. It's just perfect. And an interesting thing about the workout machine that comes with Castaway, where is it? Right here, is if it breaks, you cannot move it. At least not in the Castaway game. You probably can in the main game, but you can't move it. And the only thing you can do is if it's attached to a wall, delete the wall, and maybe that'll go away. But yeah, that's been a problem. It's weird. There are very few cheats in Castaway. Let's see, where should we put this? I don't feel like it really belongs in a room. Maybe we'll just work out outside right over here. And I do need another gate. I'm not sure where okay. And this is a tree with a swing on it. I love this tree. It's a little smaller than the identical tree in the main game, but it has a swing and it works. Now we have some hot coals. Do we want to walk on hot coals? Do we want a bar? Do we want bird anywhere? If we're going to put a bird, I feel like the bird belongs in the study area, but I don't know. And I'm not in love with these chairs for this particular. Actually, I think that was meant to go with each other. I think actually they are. Yeah, I'm going to keep those. But I don't think I have a space for a bird unless I put them, I could put the bird up here. Will it fit? Not really. Not really. Because I couldn't actually use it. You know what? We could put the bird up here on this balcony. I think that's a good place for a bird. It can get nice, good, fresh air. They're good for charisma. So now thinking about the exterior, I decided that I wasn't going to use the work rewards objects that come with Castaway Careers, but I do want them to have luau rewards because that's kind of funny. And I don't feel like either Priya or Sanjay are really interested in gardening. They might fish a little bit over here just to pick up some bucks, but I don't think they're going to be interested in gardening, so I'm going to get rid of that. But let's go ahead and move our volcano cauldron over here. as well as our limbo stick. We're going to have some fun. And the walking on hot coals, because hot coals, hot coals. And I feel like they would also like to play some nice games of poker. And definitely the bongos. Let's put the bongos up here, because bongos are like catnip. They will just sit down and start playing the bongos. They're addictive. And I'm wanting to work with the terrain for my party area, so I feel like the volcano or the hot coals should be over here on this sandy area, right, like that. And the volcano juice also over here. But I feel like this is kind of a party area. I mean, this is a party house, not gonna lie. They are definitely made to party, although I should probably move this a couple spaces over like this, because I feel like the bar should be back here. It'll be a little bit protected from the weather, not much, and we don't really care if it is, but there we go. And the bar stools. Yep, this is definitely a party. This is party house, and let's move it over one more time. There we go. So there's no conflict. We're going to keep the door locked against guests unless absolutely necessary. Let's move the tree over here. All right, I want the tree about like that. That looks nice. And how about this over here? It looks dangerous, but as far as I know, it can't actually catch the tree on fire. Let's do some limbo here. Hello, can you go? And can they limbo if I put it on an angle? Let's try. We will try. Since you basically saw the house while I was redesigning it, I'm going to go ahead and skip the grand reveal, and we're just going to go ahead and put our Ramaswamis right into it. I do like the look of the hut. I really do. I do like it. I don't like using a toilet, or I had a toilet accident, one or the other. Okay, so let's check some things out. All right. Priya, why don't you light those coals? And Sanjay, yeah. Oh, bad. Okay, Priya, why don't you, oh no, don't kick dirt on the coals. I want you to walk across the coals. Walk across, oh, yep. All right, try it again, Priya. You always have to go twice. Try it again. There, well, okay. How about one more time? Okay, you're a weenie. You can't do it. And River Ponds is checking out, leaving a newspaper. I like the fact that he's got to actually do that. So apparently that's the front door, even though I have a door right here. I'm not mad about it. Okay, and also I want to make sure you guys can relax here, both of you. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, and why don't you actually, I want to see make sure that this is available, and also we want to check out, okay, he was trying that. Why don't you take a bath? Nope, can't take a bath. I was wondering about that. Can you take a shower? Yes, you can take a shower. All right, that's fine. And Priya, why don't you actually go down here? I want to see if we can sit in these things that are set at an angle, because some things oh, good, you can use that one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. And oh, you turned on that. Let's do the smussle. Oh, good. And oh, you got to go to work. You were doing the bongos. I told you those bongos are like catnip. Having some fun with the muscle. Okay, great. And let's see. Can you view this? I don't know if you can. Have a good day at work, Sanjay. And something else just happened. Oh, Alexander came up and rang our doorbell. Perfect. Okay. And I'm wondering, can you, or no, not you. Okay, yeah, and you can actually admire that. So I want you to go here. And I want to see, they're all going up. Okay, so after that, go here. Yeah, you can walk through that door. They just really like to climb that ladder, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure that you can relax in this one. And yeah, you need to pee. Thank you so much for coming by, Gabe. Alexander. Yeah, or Jason and Lloyd. Thank you so much. Okay, yes, that's great. That room works just nicely. And now I knew you can't use that, but let's see if we move this a little bit. Maybe you can take a bath. All right. Let's see if you can. Sorry, we're play testing. All right, so it looks like she'll be able to wash her hands because she hasn't been screaming about it. Oh, got a glass of water. Okay, you don't need to actually drink it. Why don't you put that down? And yep, okay, once I moved it, she can use it. But once I move it, will you be able to get into there? Oh, yes, you can. Okay, wonderful. What about using the toilet? Can you use the toilet too? Okay, good. All right, well, it wasn't perfect, but I could get it done. And now, Priya, why don't you go grab this package? Open it up. All right. And yeah, you can't talk to anybody because there's nobody to talk to. How about making some, why don't you actually make a group meal of shrimp gumbo and we'll put it aside for later. Oh, you can't use, oh dear. Well, you're a cuisine gal though. Okay. Okay, she can't use these at an angle, so we'll have to find some other way for her to, some other configuration, I should say. Okay, it's not as aesthetically pleasing, but this is the configuration that we had to arrive at in order to use this room as the kitchen. Either that or also create smaller, use two smaller archways, that would be better. At least she can cook and she can use the refrigerator at an angle. I'm going to have to change something, but so the download will not reflect the most recent changes. So I switched all the archways to a single tile archway. That way we can get a little more use out of it. But I think overall, I'm actually pleased with how functional it was overall, despite how awkward it was to begin with. And I think we're just going to go ahead and say that Priya and Sanjay are going to have a great life here. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. VK out.